you know how I am about family, right?
Yeah.
And the brother thing is that it was a video recently, actually 2 days ago, with the promoting the Mike Tyson fight,
Yeah.
and you were like, "Hey, he called you like supposed to be
Oh yeah,
Logan,"
yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
"No, he didn't call you Logan. It was just no way he called you
He
Logan.
did. He did.
He did."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, but the thing is, like to me and to Giannis and all my brothers, it happens all the time. Like they will call, like when I'm in Greece, they would call me Giannis, and when Giannis is in Greece, they would call me Thanasis or Costa. Like even Costa's now, my brother and my other brothers. And there's always, this comparison. There's always this like, okay, but you know what that happens? You know why, right? That doesn't happen because they confuse anybody. It's because that's what happens in successful families that actually they come from the same family and they actually do really good.
Yeah, and doing the
And
same things, 100%.
exactly, it
No, yeah,
happens.
I think it's funny when it happens to Logan and I, and it'll happen to us while we're together.
Together.
Like
Hmm?
I'll be like sitting there with Logan, and then someone will go to him and be like, "Jake," and I'm like, "I'm right here," like, or vice versa. They'll come up to me while Logan's right there and be like, "Logan, bro, I love your wrestling," and I'm like, "Bro, he's right there," like, but it is a part of it, and I just play along with it, like with fans. I'm like,
Bro.
yeah, like, bro, yeah, you saw that. I'm gonna RKO somebody. Tag me on Instagram at Logan Paul, and they like will fully leave thinking they just met Logan. And I just like, and Logan does the same thing. Like he just messes
Yeah.
with the fans if they come up to him and
Yeah.
call him Jake. He just like acts like he's
I do,
me.
I do. You know what I do sometimes, and this is, and people who have met me sometimes, and I've said it, they might testify to this. So if somebody comes up to me and goes like, "Oh my God, you're Giannis' brother," I tell them like the first thing I say, I'm like, "He's actually my brother because I'm older. He's actually my brother," and they laugh. Just to break the
That's
ice.
funny.
But the thing is, the good part is like I embrace that because like that's my family, that's who we are, and that's what we built together,
Yeah.
to get there. So
No, it's
now,
good. It's a good sign
yeah, it's a good
that
sign because
people are.
people nowadays is a lot of like try to divide people and just trying to create the atmosphere. But for me, my next question was gonna be, he's in WWE, right?
Yeah.
And what would me and Giannis have to do like to maybe have a tag team match, brothers
Against
against brothers?
us.
No, no.
That'd be hilarious.
I mean, it's funny. That'd be great. But I'm no time for that. We don't definitely.
At some point, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, it would be funny. But because we love wrestling.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
so when you were younger, you watch wrestling?
yeah, yeah. Like WWE.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
kinda.
was a big John Cena fan.
John Cena fan.
Yeah,
Why?
he was just like the illest.
I know he still is.
He
He's
just
still-
like he commanded that attention, and me and my friends like we liked him together. So it was kind of like our friendship thing too, of like liking John Cena together. So
Yeah, I was mostly that guy. I mean, if I could name the top five, probably like top two for me was Eddie Guerrero. Just I don't know if you remember it.
I don't know if I remember it.
Yeah, it's amazing dude, bro. Like incredible guy, and he had like not a crazy stint, but like, but that's he's one of the. It's there. He's there. Obviously, everybody was gonna say The Rock, but it's just The Rock, just because, bro, he's phenomenal at what he does
Yeah,
and everything. But John Cena, when he with this, bro, and
it's the
then he
best. It's the
it was
best. And his
unbelievable.
walkout music.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit was fire.
So every name that you can bring for your companies, or you do events or whatever, do you create your branding? Do you like have direct input in what's going on?
In everything.
In everything.
Everything. Like every little detail of every business. Like came up with the name Most Valuable Promotions. Came up with the name Anti Fund for our venture capital fund. Um, for Better, there was like a group of us working on it, and we came up with that with Better together. But um, the logo is everything. Is like my design and input, and uh, just very meticulous and like lots of attention to detail because every little thing matters in these brands and companies and slogans and
It does.
the
It
way
does.
it comes across, the story of it, why. So, and then yeah, I'm working on a new company. Like obviously we can't talk
We can
about
talk about
we
it, but
we can't talk about
we're
it
just
now.
gonna do this. We're just gonna do this. We're just
Yeah,
gonna do this.
yes.
We're just gonna do this, and we'll clip that for the future.
That's got to be the secret handshake. Like
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We'll make some.
but yeah, that company is highly involved in every little thing there. So
So I know me. How do I try to find time for everything? Because I, obviously we're playing professionally and now like being a businessman doing all these other things. But you're publicly doing it. Like probably being a businessman and everything. How do you find like how many hours a day do you like train, box, or?
yeah, I literally first and foremost I couldn't do it without the teams I have. Like I have amazing people around me that like take care of so many things. So that's first and foremost, but pretty much all of us are working like 15 hours a day. So
That's about it.
yeah, so and it's nonstop and it's not even work actually. Like it's literally just a
Your
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Like this is what we're meant to do and meant to be
Yeah.
doing, and I love it. And I find that like even this past week of not fighting and not training and just like being in LA, like I'm still doing a bunch of stuff, right? Like we had
Yeah.
a business dinner,
Yeah.
whatever, podcast,
The
meetings,
games,
the game,
yeah.
whatever, all this shit. But it's like I feel like I'm not even doing anything, and it's like boring, and I'm just like, fuck. And I'm supposed to be like resting because I've been training basically and doing shit for like a year, but I just like to be in the fucking saddle
In the
building,
mix, you're in the
building,
mix.
and
Yep,
going
yep,
hard
yep,
every single day. But
yep.
pretty much like if I'm in training camp, I dial back some of the business stuff, but still doing like tons of content and podcasts and YouTube videos and calls and all sorts of shit
No,
all
no,
the time.
I definitely I can see you. I can see you like yeah. I'm kind of
But
close
you're
to
the
it.
same way.
Yeah.
You did a business dinner, then you had a game, then you're right
Yeah,
to a podcast.
I just nonstop. It's like, and obviously, I don't want you to give out any secrets of what you do in your routine. But like, how do you get ready for the boxing match? Like,
Yeah, I think
whatever you
like
feel
in
comfortable
terms of
with. I don't want
training
you in
or
training your
mentally.
mojo, like your you know what? Let's go from the simple thing. What's your best hype music? How do you get hype?
Yeah, I think I listen to like I don't know if Gus was laughing, but I listen to like Olivia Rodrigo and
Okay,
like random ass songs like
okay,
Katy Perry and shit like that.
okay.
Like it's like the opposite, or EDM, like Summertime Sadness. When we're into that's probably my favorite one actually to get hyped to is Summertime Sadness. That shit just makes me
Is
feel
that the song?
alive.
The summertime,
Summertime
sadness.
Sadness.
Oh, okay, okay.
If
That's dope.
if you hit that one like while you're driving into
Yeah.
the gym and you just envision greatness,
Oh shoot.
bro, you're gonna be turned up. Like I don't know why it just gets me
Okay.
going. But in the gym it's a lot of rap music. But yeah, I guess the number one thing I've learned is to have fun. When you're not having fun with the training or with the practices, because it's a lot. It's back to back to. It's sparring in the morning, ice bath, training, recovery, meal, nap, hyperbaric chamber.
This was stuff we were talking about in the dinner, and I said you're so similar to when it comes to recovery, and I don't think people realize that about you. You know how much recovery you do, and what
Yeah,
what do you have like?
yeah. I do so much recovery. Red light bed. I have full time stretch therapist. 3 ice baths a day. Hyperbaric. Nano V's. Like all the things, and yeah, just nonstop with it. PEMF machines, the PEMF like the
Yeah,
shot that shocks you. My stretch therapist has the stem wave,
same way. Yep.
so that's like really good for my arms because they get like my elbows like are like kind of like fucked up. I
Yeah,
don't know
of
if you can
course.
hear that.
But if you're
But
hitting and hitting and hitting,
yeah,
it's
but to have fun is the key because whenever I notice it only gets like hard and miserable a little bit when everyone's energy in the camp is a little bit low. And so we like need to do things to keep it just like super fun, dancing, bullshitting, telling jokes. Even when I'm sparring in there, like just talking shit, dribbling the basketball while I'm sparring, like that brings in more motivation and energy to like push through all those moments.